The future of the Conservative Party is looking increasingly unconservative, and I think we've known that for a very long time. There are different forms of conservatism. We've referred to free market liberalism for a very long time as conservatism, but that is not the only option. There is a political philosophy of conservatism that hasn't had any representation in our politics for a long time that I think actually resonates with the majority of the British public. I think things like the discussions that we've seen in the last couple of days with Jeremy Hunt's proposals about taking on pensions as a way of raising money for the coffers, basically. I think that is something that is going to be extremely unpopular, particularly with the Tory base. I think that their chances of doing well, let's say, at the next election, whether or not they'll actually be defeated by the Labour Party, I don't know. But I think that they are in real hot water. And I think one of the reasons why we have seen this increasing confidence in the electorate, on the opinion polls, in Rishi Sunak, is simply because the Conservative Party has quite literally stared into the abyss. The situation was so bad towards the end of those Liz Truss days. And I think that was something to do with a fundamental problem in the party, more than it was to do with Liz Truss herself. I think the fact that the Conservative Party have stared into the abyss, at least temporarily, has sort of put their feet to the fire. But I think that the problems within our politics are so fundamental that it's not just a crisis for the Conservative Party, that actually going forward the next election, I think things will become increasingly unpredictable. And so I think it would be a fool's game to put any wagers on what the Conservative Party will look like in the future, whether it will split into two parties, into multiple parties, whether we'll see a third party, like the Reform Party, for example, rising up in the polls, and they're already at 6%. So I think that it would be very, very difficult to call it, but I think it would be fair to say that at least a large faction of the Conservative Party going forward wouldn't rightly be described as conservative. Yeah.